Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Brandon. It's a very slow morning. I tried taking a trade on AI, but it didn't pan out. It just got worse and worse. So I ended up. I managed to be green on it, but the spreads were awful. So they were okay to start off with. It was 7 cents when I got in, and then it was like 25 and 30 cents. I thought, nah, I'm getting out of that first chance I got. So first chance I got out. So I'll just wait now. It's just a quiet morning. It's a quiet morning. Wang Fang Dang is probably the only one. It's Wang and Li. I would call it Wang Fang Dang. I'm sure that's the dragon in Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings. But look, that's just me. Well, don't take big size on a stock like the whole point about managing risk, Brandon, is that you size according to your risk. So the amount of shares you take, your actual position size, is part of your risk management strategy. So if you're comfortable taking 1,000 shares of a $3 stock, great, take 1,000 shares of a $3 stock. You know that you're risking, if you're risking 10 cents, then you know that you're risking effectively 1,000 shares, 10 cents, $100. So if your risk is per trade is $100, then if you're taking a trade with something like AI, you may only take 100 shares. In which case, the 100 shares, 10 cents is $10. Is $10. But you're taking 100 shares, so 10 cents on AI is just not going to be worthwhile for you. You're going to get stopped out when the range is like 20 cents. So you might look at like a 30 cents risk. So in which case you're taking 100 shares, 30-cent risk, you're risking $30. So you're actually risking less by taking 100 shares of AI, although the initial outlay is more than you are of the 1,000 shares of a $3 stock. You're taking 100 shares, and the cost is actually the same. Again, you need to work. The best thing to do is work on your risk management calculations. So how much are you prepared to risk? It's not the spreads. It's not because that goes into your calculations for the risk. If you're prepared to risk $3 grand, fine, you can risk $3,000. If you're prepared to only risk $100, what does that look like on something like AI stock? MRKR? Not even on my scanners. Probably because of the low volume, I would imagine. No, it's because it's under $2. So, J-Spec, I don't trade under $2. You should know that by now. How long have you been coming here now, J-Spec? And you still don't get that I don't trade under $2. Hey, Liz and Les, maybe you two should get together. Hey, Liz, hey, Les. Good morning to you guys. Morning, Calvus. Hey, Alberto. Good to see you back. Hey, Thomas. Yeah. Yeah, FX is my favorite instrument to trade. Right after the scam that is right after the scam that is most crypto shitcoins. So, where's my here we go. Let's have a look at CXAI. Yeah. CX app. Not enough volume yet. Keep an eye on it. We do have Jewel moving up. So this is Adamas One Corporation. It just popped up. So this is I'm only looking at it. I'm not trading it. So don't get carried away, J-Spec. Just because it's under $2 doesn't mean I'm going to be trading it. I'm putting it on here for the benefit of the stream because I know you guys sometimes like to look at these volatile stocks under $2, like the literal pennies in some cases. I think it's every other stream somebody asks me about Mullen Automotive or something like that. So yeah, it's not something that's, but this has just popped up. I don't even know what the catalyst is. I just saw it moving, got volume coming in. So before you take any trades on it, if you're thinking of trading it, take a look at the catalyst, make sure it's a sustainable one, that it's not just going to pop and drop. Right now I'd look for a new high before I got back in. It's right down at the VWAP. Yeah, no, I got it, Calvus. I got it. So that's what got me green yesterday was AI. So Omar in the Discord called out when C3 AI was making a pop. So I was able to get that, and it popped up, pulled back, and then bounced and moved further. So I was able to get both of those, and it got me. Didn't just get me green on the day, so it recovered what I'd lost earlier in the day. But it got me over goal as well, so happy days. And if you're watching, Omar, cheers, thanks for the call out, that helped. So yesterday, over goal on both accounts. Oh, I've not updated the text on the channel. Just bear with me one moment. I'll just do that right now. Day 20 today, you're looking at the data for day 19. That's not clever. There we go. We're up to date. Oh, yesterday was horrible. It was horrible. It was up, it was down. Like I say, I felt like a virgin bride nightgown on a honeymoon. It was up, it was down. It was up, it was down. I actually think there's going to be a lot of chop on AI again today, like there was yesterday. I was up, I was down, I was up, I was down. I finished. I only traded the one stock. I traded 2 stocks yesterday, but in terms of the main account, I only traded C3AI, and I got to goal eventually. Although I've got to say, the amount of fills. I'm glad that the charges are capped at $12 because it would have cost me a fortune. Because I was getting poor fills a lot of the time, and partial fills a lot of the time. So the amount of fills yesterday on C3AI was huge for me. So I'm glad that I've got a cap on the amount of fill on the prices that I have to pay per fill, because that would have just been stupid. Well, fair enough. If you're already at goals, and that so Adamas one pop and drop. Look, it looks like. So CXAI, GFAI, all the AI stocks are having moves today. I'm looking. A couple of these really popped up into the close and after hours yesterday. So GFAI, CXAI, a big bear for a smaller price one. Did a bounce yesterday. It actually sold off hard all day yesterday, and then bounced after hours. So the AI stocks having a little bit of life injected into them after hours. Why is my music not on? There you go. Commissions per ticket, yeah. Itchy. This what costs me more? The commissions don't cost me a lot, comparatively speaking. What costs me more, because I'm trading larger share size, the ECN fees tend to cost me more than the commissions do, because that's charged per share. Well, if you're still in it, there's no harm taking profit, Ronnie Ray. You by all means, leave some out there, but nobody ever goes broke taking profits. Just remember that. So if you're unsure whether it's going to sustain, if you're unsure, so let's have a look at C3AI. So C3AI, it's down on the day, it's below the VWAP, it's up at kind of $41. Is this going to continue selling off? I don't know. If you're in it and you're profitable right now, take some profits, then set your stop at break even. And then if it does run at the open and you've not already been stopped out, you've got a profitable trade, and you've got a little bit in for the run. If it continues to sell off, then you get stopped out for break even, and you've already made some profits. So take half your position off or a third. Just lock in some profits. Don't be afraid to lock in a bit of green. Get a cushion on the ticker, and then if it pulls back to your break even level, then just get out so you're not giving away that profit, and then you've locked a little bit of profit in on the day. Nvidia today is down as well, so back under 400. So it's no longer, it was for quite some time yesterday, a $1 trillion market cap stock. Today it's no longer a $1 trillion market cap stock. So, well, it's not advice. I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advice, Ronnie Ray. Just my opinion, the meanderings of a fat guy on the internet. That's all it is. Just a fat guy on the internet. Hey, boss. Hey, Hadi, how you doing? I don't know about knowledge either, that's debatable. So like I say, it's just the opinions of a fat guy on the internet. But no problem. Make sure if you're watching on the old tickety-tockety, yeah, everything's down at the moment. So we had a bullish day yesterday across the board. It was a big bullish day yesterday, and we're having a bit of a retracement, a little bit of a pullback. So if you let's look at the market, for example, and let's look at this on the 60-minute. You'll see it better. Okay, so yesterday, so the day before yesterday, we had a big bullish day on the move up. We kind of finished flat on the day yesterday. Compared to Friday, kind of finished flat. So Friday closed here at just over 420. Pretty much the same price on slightly up yesterday, but we're down today. So when we take back where we were on Thursday, we're still up. So it's just a bit of a retracement, that's all. And I think overall the market will probably get back over 420 today. I'll be surprised if it doesn't. It could sell off. We've got a lot of red to start the day, and I'm thinking that maybe now is a good time to kind of look at adding to my position. Well, I'm going to wait. I'll be withdrawing some. I'll be sending off my withdrawal form tonight, so that'll hit next week, and then I'll be adding to my positions regardless. So. I'm good, Hadi. I'm good. How's yourself? Yeah, no, like I say, overall we're having a bit of a retracement. So this is the market OAL. So if we go, you've got to put it all into context as well. So for so long, let's put this on the daily. You'll see even better. For so long, 411, 412 was kind of from the beginning of April. We were trading in this range, and then this last week we broke out, we dropped below, and then we broke out again. So we're now breaking highs. So this up down, as long as the lows are higher lows, we've got a nice little bit of support here at kind of 409. This is on the SPY, by the way, not the actual market itself, but this is on the SPY. So 409 is kind of the support level. But we're breaking new highs, so we're still in that bullish. A little bit of a retracement's healthy. You know, I wouldn't worry too much about the market pulling back a little bit. It's healthy. Same way as if you're trading a stock intraday on the 1 minute time frame, on the 5 minute time frame, on whatever time frame you're looking at. If you're looking at it and it starts to move up, you don't jump in at the highs. You wait for that little bit of a retracement, a little bit of a pullback. You get the bull flag or whatever it is, a little bit of a pullback before you then get the continuation. So a little bit of a pullback is healthy. Come on, Pete, you do me dirty. 25% of you have smashed the thumbs up button. Come on. Hey, everybody, drop a comment and smash. You think the market's overextended? Really? Okay. We're nowhere near the highs of 2021, though. So I don't think we are. So if I'm just looking at the daily here. Overextended? Nah, not really. Over the last 12 months, so we're coming into June. We're pretty much back where we were 12 months ago. So I don't think we're overextended. I think we've got a long way to go. So we got up to August. We got up there at kind of 430s on the SPY. So I don't think we're overextended at all. Personally, that's just my opinion. I don't think we're overextended at all. We're still in this. So the bottom here in October, we're still in this upwards trajectory right now. And whilst we broke out of these channels that I've drawn months ago, I don't think we're overextended. I don't think it needs a severe pullback. A bit of retracement, a bit of a pullback, fine, but I don't think we're that overextended. It needs to come back down to kind of 409s or 405 or whatever it is. That's just my opinion, not financial advice, just the meanderings of a fat guy on the internet, like I keep saying. Yeah, so we've had Friday in particular, so we've had a couple, it depends on which market you're looking at. So the S&P 500 didn't have the best day yesterday, didn't have the worst day. It was just kind of break even yesterday. It was a choppy go nowhere, go do nothing, which is why you saw a lot more chop in individual stocks that were running. However, that being said, if you look at the let's put this on the hourly. If you look at the NASDAQ and how powerful that's been over the last couple of days, basically since the Nvidia started to run up. Yesterday was the first consolidation day, so I don't think we're overextended even on the daily. So if you look at I think this was when Nvidia had its earnings and the NASDAQ just started to rally with it, and then it just carried on going up ever since. Then now it's having a bit of a retracement. Now it's having a bit of a pullback. So this is the NASDAQ. This is the tech stocks. So Nvidia dragging a lot of those, the big tech dragging a lot of those stocks with it, and the AI sector. So I don't think it's overextended, but it was due a little bit of retracement, because on the daily, if you look at this on the daily, we've been moving upwards pretty much all year. A little bit of a retracement there in February, but since then, double bottom. But we've been pretty much moving upwards all year. So I'm more than confident. I have been all year. You hear me saying that we bottomed out the bear market in October. We're not in a bull market. We're in that consolidation stage still. That range market, but the NASDAQ and the tech stocks, tech sector in particular, has been bullish. Quite frankly, Brandon, I don't care. Well, I'm not in this. When I'm dollar cost averaging, I just buy when I've got the money. It doesn't matter where it is in the portfolio. If you're talking about my long-term portfolio, I don't care where it is in the market. I'm just banging it in. I don't even look at the price. I just, how much have I got? How much can I get? So because I'm not interested in what the price is right now. I'm interested, for my long-term portfolio, I'm interested in what the price is going to be in 10 years. So it doesn't matter to me what the price is right now. I know it's all going to be up there, and it's all going to be a lot higher in 10 years. 5 years if I get a move on. How is it to trade? It's not so much you get cleaner moves, but you get more sustention. You get more of that follow through. Bull market, some people prefer trading in a range market because they buy the bottom, sell the top, and they find they can be a lot more active. I prefer trading in the bull market. Although I've had my best year ever last year in a bear market, so go figure. But it was difficult. I just found it very, very difficult. In the bull market, it was just, I just found that when you had the breakouts, you were less likely to get faked out. So you had the breakouts, and then a lot more parabolic movers for one, but also when they broke out, they would continue, you'd have that continuation. Whereas now you can get a breakout, and then it'll retrace and pull back and consolidate, maybe a little bit of continuation before it fakes you out, and then pulls back, consolidates a bit more, sells off a bit, and then breaks out. It just becomes a lot more choppy in the range market. Whereas in the bull market, you get that breakout, consolidation, continuation, and it's I just find it easy to get the better moves. That's from my experience, at least, anyway. And it depends on your trading style. So everybody's got their own trading style, and if it's going to work, great. That's the US natural gas fund. No leverage on that one. There's LL flooring. Oh, got leverage on this one, but no volume. Can't trade it. No volume, no trade. No range or volatility, no trade. So the two V's are essential. So volume, volatility. Ideally, you want velocity with it. So it's the speed of the movement. So volume and volatility. That's what we need. It's a quiet morning this morning. Yesterday morning there was a lot moving. It felt like there was a lot moving. I concentrated on the one stock, but there was a lot of other things moving with it at the same time. And that was a large part of that was down to Nvidia. Kind of mid and high cap stocks were having a good day yesterday as well, particularly in the tech sector. IDAI. Anything with an AI in the name seems to be getting a little bit of movement. I can't trade that. Oh, natural gas seems to be having a bit of movement. So look at natural gas stocks. I mean, this is the ETF, the BOIL. It's the natural gas ETF. Ultra Bloomberg Natural Gas. Up there at 280s. I don't trade ETFs. I don't trade index funds. They're a derivative. I'm watching the AI stocks. So far, I've got three AI stocks on my watch list. I've got Guardforce, C3, and CXApp. I've got Nvidia, which I'm not going to be trading at the open, but I'm watching that because if that makes a bullish move, it's likely to drag a few other things with it. And the only real stock that's up at the moment is Wang Fangdang, which is the Wang and Lee. It's just ranging sideways at kind of just over $2 right now, but yeah, that's the only thing with any kind of decent volume. This is the Bloomberg Natural Gas ETF from ProShare. Cast and Drive. Yesterday was, I don't think yesterday was boring. I can see what you mean. There wasn't a huge amount of great setups. There was quite a lot of movement, but the setups were few and far between. I think yesterday the best setups happened in Power Hour, in the last 2 hours of the market, but particularly in Power Hour. Yeah. Once I got so once again, Omar, if you're watching, let me give me a shout, let me know, because fair dues to you, you gave the call out on AI yesterday as it broke out, got me to go. And there's a couple. CXAI made a nice little move in the last 20 minutes of the market. Guardforce similarly moved up. So whilst the most volatile period of the market is the first hour, that's not the only time that moves happen. Just putting that out there. Sometimes it's just like, if it's nothing happening in the first half an hour, walk away, come back, see what's happening a couple of hours later. There's usually something at some stage during the day that works, which is a great thing having this Discord with you guys in it, because there's usually somebody sat at the desk and messaging when something starts to move. So if you see something that you like on the bulletin board in the watch list section, we're able to just go to my desk and, oh yeah, it is looking to me, it's looking nice. Cheers, thanks for that. And that's what happened yesterday. So fair play to you, Omar. Morning, Peter. I traded the first half an hour of Power Hour. Once I was because it was such a choppy day yesterday. Once I got to goal, that was me done. So I traded Power Hour. I traded the last 90 minutes, but I was done after like 3:15. AI. Should be able to pull it up and show you where Omar called it, and so. Okay, it was here. This is the one, just before 2. So Omar called it about here. So he called it, and I was able to get in there. Got a bit choppy, and I gave some back, and then I made it back here on this move, and I got over goal. So Once I was over goal, I was done. It did make another move up into the close, which I didn't get because I was locked and loaded, locked it down. Once I got over goal, I thought, you know, I was up, I was down, I was up, I was down. I was 11,000 down yesterday at one stage, it took me ages. Well, it took me most of the day to get back. I wasn't trading all day. I will caveat that I wasn't trading all day, but it took me most of the day, and I was up and down. I was red, I was green, I was red, I was green. I felt like I was doing the hokey pokey on the charts. It was horrible, but it was a good day. Just if I include the small account, which I just under $100 on the small account, I had a $9,000 day as a result. So fair play to Omar. Vols, there's two ways of accessing that Discord, Vols, and the first way is if you're a day trade with Tony student, you get access by default. That's part of where I do some of the mentoring and stuff as well. And if you just want access without taking the education, you subscribe on YouTube. You take the top tier subscription package on YouTube, and it's like the buttons, but those are the two ways to get access to the Discord. What do I think about cannabis stocks, Peter? Which one? Which cannabis stock are we talking about? There's that many. But as it's going to be just like tobacco and stuff, as it becomes more and more legal, as it becomes more and more regulated and legalized, you're going to get less and less companies in that space, but they're going to be bigger because you're going to have companies acquiring each other, and you're going to get a lot more M&A in the cannabis sector, and yeah. Yeah, well, let's have a look at those right now. So, from a day trade, I don't like to trade them. So the problem with Sundial and Tilray is that they have huge floats and low share price, which means that when you look at the level 2, for example, this is Tilray, for example, and if you're watching on YouTube or Rumble or Twitch or whatever, you'll see the top end of the level 2 there. You can see how stacked it is. And this means that you're not going to get much range at all. I mean, this is almost it's barcoding. So from an intraday trade point of view, from a day trading point of view, there's no opportunity with these kind of stocks. From a swing trading point of view, when there's news or when there's a catalyst comes out, you might get a bit of continuation, you might swing trade it for a little while. But I just personally, from a trading perspective, I think there's better opportunities out there on any given Sunday. Well, not Sundays, obviously, but on any given day, there's better opportunities to use your equity. And so Sundial's not much better. So Sundial, whilst it's not as heavily traded as Tilray, it's still got no range. It's got less volatility, less volume, but the volatility is not much different. And the level 2 is still fairly stacked. Not as much as Tilray, but the level 2 is fairly stacked. So you don't get the volatile moves because it's such a big float as well. You don't get the volatile moves that you would get from many other stocks unless you've got a catalyst. Now, if it's got a catalyst and it's moving well intraday, yes, maybe as well trade it. Would I buy long term into these companies? Would I invest long term into these? Hell no. If I'm not going to day trade something in under $2 a share, I'm certainly not going to invest my hard-earned capital into something under $2 a share. Why? Well, the reason it's $2 a share is the reason it's $1.50 a share is because it's a garbage company. The terrible companies. Anything that's unless it's a brand new stock, an innovative stock, it's got a good patent or something that's going to make people sit up and take notice. Stocks that are priced at this range are usually, companies that are pricing the stock at this range are usually garbage. If you have a good day, ride the momentum. Otherwise, just stay away from them from a long-term investment perspective. It's not worth. Well, there you go, Brandon. There you go. So if you bought some at the Tilray at $2 or $1 or 80 cents or whatever it is, it's a lottery ticket. If you've got a little bit, fine. It's a YOLO punt. You know, a bit of money that you can afford to lose, you can stick it in a drawer and, you know, stick your certs in a drawer and not worry about them. That's fine. But if you're looking to actually make money on them, there's better things to put your money into. That's all I'm saying. And it's not financial advice. It's your money. You put it into whatever you want. Just my opinion. The opinions of a fat guy on the internet. That's all it is. But intraday, there's more volatile stocks to trade. And from an investment point of view, there's better returns. There's companies that are actually making money. And there's companies that give you returns on a regular basis. Yeah, they might be more expensive, but you're going to get more for your buck. And long term, they're going to still be around in 10 years. They're not going to be acquired by another company or go bust because of legislation or whatever it is. And that's still a grey area, because once you've got, you know, cannabis stocks have been legalized in many states across the US and various other places around the world, it's still a bone of contention. You've still got a lot of conservatives that don't like the fact that cannabis is legal in their state. So a little bit of a swing at one of the elections and a little bit of legislation later, those cannabis stocks that were working in one state, they're no longer allowed to operate there because it's become illegal again. It can happen overnight. That's where it is right now. It's on a knife edge, and it can swing one way or the other. It's not worth investing your money in on something that can be so precarious. SoFi is not a bad stock, but I think personally, I think again, better. It's about personal preference. So if you like the sector that something's in, I come from the tech sector. My entire career was spent in the tech sector, so I know tech stocks, and I know the companies. I know what they do, if they're making money. I know, you know, what the product set is, where the direction of the companies. So I'm more comfortable investing in technology stocks than I would be in most other things. But that's from a long-term perspective. But having said that, you've got to diversify. You don't want to put all of your resources into a single sector. If you're going to do that, you may as well just buy an ETF. Yeah. Is that what's happened with GoDaddy? They posted an AI soundbite as a news press release, and the stocks jumped. That's how it was. So 2 years ago, about this time 2 years ago, was when NFTs became hitting the mainstream, and everybody that had an NFT marketplace or NFT collaboration were looking into how NFTs can help our business. Just any kind of soundbite or press release with NFTs in it made the stock bounce. And at the moment, AI is the same thing. And stocks with AI in the ticker, who have nothing to do with AI, are actually getting some of the benefit from that as well. So, yeah. Well, EV, I think, was probably the year before. 2020 was probably EV, JD and Coke. So you had all of the hype around NIO, and obviously Tesla was hitting the heights then. A lot of the analysts were kind of poo-pooing Tesla, saying it's overpriced. And it was about 120 a share or something at the time. It went to over $1,000 a share. Of course, they've done stock splits and things since then, so it's a lot lower. But yeah. What's the next big thing? What's the next bandwagon to jump on? got the itchy nose and it's really getting up my nose. Cheers, JD. And everybody just do what JD did and give me a like on the old TikTok. Just tap the screen a few times. I've got a whole bag of duck fillets to feed this dog. This dog is there. She's having to lie down because she can't stand up. She's not been fed because you guys say that she can't have a treat. So get that dog fed. Get hitting that like count. Get that like count up over 3,000 likes, and we can feed the dog a treat. Currency for dogs. Well, I'm sure Miyako will be looking for that. You can all when that comes out there, Vols, you can all donate to Miyako's fund. So let's feed the pup. That doesn't surprise me. So look, you've got some of the world's most intelligent minds, and they're not right all the time. So me on this channel, I show you warts and all my trading, and I'm wrong a third of the time. For every 3 trades I take, there's at least one wrong one, okay? So I'm wrong every single day almost. But if you just put it into context, there are some of the world's biggest financial minds. Kathy Wood, for example, pulled out of NVIDIA. She sold all her NVIDIA plays a couple of months ago, and now look. So she pulled out of NVIDIA, and it's absolutely screamed like a rocket to the moon. And she's been making money all over the place. So everybody's going to be wrong. If you're going to be trading, you've got to get used to the fact that you're going to be wrong. Not every decision you take, not every trade you take, not every day are you going to be right. You can't have there's not a single 100% trade, which I find amusing with these copy trade platforms. So eToro is a perfect example. No share on eToro. Don't come after me. Don't sue me. But I've got an eToro account. It's one of the first brokerages I opened, and I don't use it. But you've got this function to copy traders, and what I would say is you're looking for an investment platform. There's better options out there, but a copy trade function, and it tells you what the percentage accuracy is. And there's a whole bunch of people, got loads of people copying them that have got like 95, 98, 99% accuracy, and they're losing money. The people that are copying them are losing money. The reason that they've got that level of accuracy is because they've got a losing strategy that that other people are following. So you'll follow these people, and what they'll do is they'll take a trade, and rather than have a losing trade and it put a blot on the landscape of their trading performance, they don't want any red on the trading performance. They'll average down, and they'll keep averaging down until that trade becomes a green trade, and then they'll get out for a marginal profit. Despite having the level of risk, they might be risking like $30,000 or whatever it is to make 500 bucks, which the risk reward just isn't there. But on the face of it, it looks like they're a great trader because they've got this 99, 98, 99% accuracy rate. They're like, come on, that's not sustainable. It's just not sustainable. It's very quiet today, Tom. Very quiet. I think I'll go make a cup of tea before the bell rings. We've got 15 minutes before the bell rings, so. Yeah, it's an ETF. It's the ProShares Natural Gas ETF, Robert Boyle. That would be great, wouldn't it, Brandon? That would be fantastic. I'm waiting for that. You put the thing on the like on what's the movie Up? You put the collar on like they do on Up, and it translates what your dog says when they bark. Squirrel. I do not like the Cone of Shame. One of my favorite movies. And probably the most iconic opening scene in movie history, Up. If you've never watched Up, it's a Disney Pixar movie, and it's probably one of the best ones. If you've never watched it, go and watch it. It's an absolutely fantastic for adults and kids alike, and kids of any age, basically, including myself. It's got one of the best, most iconic opening scenes in film history. It is a wonderful opening scene, and the film itself is just laugh a minute. It's great, particularly if you've got pets and an annoying neighbour. Morning all day. I defy anybody to find to name a better opening scene than what there is in Up. Yeah, well, that's it. That's it. American Airlines having a bit of a run. Has it got? Oh, why is this not on my scanners then? Oh, 3% up, I guess. It's not really that volatile. 2 cents average true range on a $15 stock. Yeah, I wouldn't say that's got huge volatility. Let's have a look at American Airlines. Is there a catalyst for it though? Okay, so corporate statement Form A. Earnings this morning. Yeah, it's up on earnings. Q2 earnings. Travel is back, by the way, guys. So how dare you? It depends. Actually, that's so. A lot of people get mistaken for the milk first or after debate when it comes to tea. Okay, so if you're making tea, there's 2 ways to make it. Anyone that says there's another way to make it, you're wrong. Okay, there's 2 ways to make it. You make it in the cup or you make it in the pot. Now, if you make it in the pot, after you've left it to brew, milk first. You put a little bit of milk in the cup and you add the tea to the cup. Okay, the tea's already been brewed. Okay, it's important that you brew that you need to scald. You can't make tea at altitude, by the way, so never order a cup of tea on an airplane or on a mountain. You can't make tea at altitude because the water boils at a lower temperature. You need to scald the tea bags. You let it brew and then you add it to the milk or you add milk to the tea. So if you're making tea in a cup, you make the tea first and add milk to taste afterwards. If you're making it in the pot, then you add milk to the cup, you put the milk in the cup and then add tea to the right color, and it needs to be just the right shade of He-Man. Okay, the perfect cup of tea is the right, just the right shade of He-Man. And if you're about my age, if you're Gen X, you'll remember the He-Man cartoon character and the color of his skin back in the 80s and 90s. That's the color a good cup of tea should be. Nice haircut. Who's got a nice haircut? Me or He-Man? Teaconomics 101. Absolutely, Jack. Absolutely. No, it was a guy on TikTok was asking him, because I made the cup of tea, do I add milk first or after? And it's a debate that needs clarification, because it depends how you're making your tea. Now, for all you Americans out there, making tea in the microwave, no. If you make tea in the microwave, you ought to be rounded up, put against a wall, and shot. Seriously. There's no excuse for making tea in a microwave. That's just lazy and banal. It's just no. Do not do it. I was done before the power hour finished. Once I got to goal all day on AI, I was done. So whilst it went up to, in fact, all the AI stocks had a pop after hours yesterday, and I was done. So, hey James, look, if you enjoy, I like a nice cup of coffee, but coffee first thing, tea throughout the day. That's me. I can't live without a cup of tea. Seriously, that's one thing that if I go to America, for example, I get grumpy because you go to any restaurant in America, unless it's got an English owner or an Australian owner or somebody that's not American, they don't know how to make tea. So you go into a restaurant or a cafe or something, and you ask for a cup of tea, and aside from all the stupid flavors that they come back with in terms of choice, like, just give me a cup of nice English breakfast tea. That's all I want. And they make it, and it's like, it looks like a cup of boiled cat piss. Seriously, it's horrible stuff. And it doesn't matter where you go. It could be California, it could be New York, it could be Miami. It doesn't matter where you go, it's the same. They just don't know how to make tea. And it's one of the simplest things. I learned how to make tea when I was about 6. It's one of the simplest things to learn. And yet, there you go. Iced tea is a different thing entirely, Lisa. Nice refreshing drink on a summer's day. See, the proper cup of the proper beverage, the best beverage that you can properly get is this ancient Oriental herbal infusion that's added a little bit of bovine lactate, and if you're wondering what that is in English speak, it's a cup of tea with milk. The green tea for iced tea, it's not so bad. It's kind of nice. And again, I think where Americans go wrong as well, when people start talking about how the English brew tea and the Irish brew tea and things like that, is they'll get a couple of like one of these Twinings bags. Well, if it's Twinings, just fuck it in the bin straight away. Okay, Twinings can't make tea. They're a brand for making tea, and they don't know how to make tea. It's horrible stuff. I went to a tea plantation in Sri Lanka, and they supply like 80% of the world's tea to Sri Lanka, and they were telling me that what they supply to Twinings is one of the lowest quality brands of tea. So just putting that out there. So if you're looking for tea, do not get Twinings. It's horrible stuff. Twinings, don't come after me. Don't sue me for saying your product is crap. If you want to sponsor me, get a proper product. Work on your quality of tea. That's all I'm saying. Yorkshire tea. That's good stuff. Barry's Tea if you're in Ireland, or PG Tips, stroke Lions, same company, different name, depending on where you're at. And all tea must be drank with a Trade with Tony mug, unless I'm doing it, which well, yeah. Let's everything's sideways at the moment. There's not a lot of big movement. It's very sideways morning. We've got 3 minutes to the open, so hopefully we'll see something open. See something after the open, rather. What do you want? What's the like count on the old TikTok? Have I got over 3,000 likes on TikTok yet? Can I feed the dog a treat? Somebody let me know what the like count is. I can't see it on the on my TikTok studio. It doesn't tell me the like count. I need to message them and say, look, give us somewhere we can see the like count on TikTok studio. Oh, come on, we've got 700 likes to go before I can feed this little pupper. Look, she's begging. She's waiting. Little pupper wants a treat. Let's get that like count up. Slow day, Alistair. It's not much moving at all today. It's very sideways, very choppy. Most of the market's down. There's no treat for you yet. Someone will let me know when it's treat time, okay? I'm going to change the scanners over because there's nothing on the scanners, so I'm just going to change them over. There's no point even having them up at the moment. I'm going to change the volume as well in a minute on this one. Would that be a preference? No, there's no such thing as a preference on tea. Look, I might not be a financial advisor, but I'm a tea advisor. If trust me on that, okay? I know if there's one thing I know, it's tea. Not a blanket statement, it's fact. Yay! I'm going to stand up for this one. Good girl. Oh. People want to see you eating it. They want to put you on proof. Thank you. Where's the bell? Okay, so what's moving? There you go, you can have that other one. Get rid of crotch cam. Tiny. That must be one of those ironic names. You know, like Little John with Robin Hood, because he was big. You know, because, mind you saying that, maybe I am. You'll have to ask my fiance for confirmation. Well, happy trading, guys. Not seeing any movement yet. A couple of ETFs moving, but that's probably about it. Let's just sit here and wait for the market to give us something. Nvidia's popping, moving back up towards 398. So maybe that will drag a few other stocks with it. Who likes warm beer? Maybe Guard Force is the one we want to be looking at. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything yet. Nothing moving yet, guys. So this might be just one of those sit on your hands and wait for the stocks to move. Yeah, but making tea with Tony, basically each episode each video would have to be a difference in container vessel. There's, like I said, there's only two ways to make it, either in the pot or in the cup. So I'd have to just vary the type of cup that I'm drinking it out of. Because once you've made tea, it's easy to make it. Hard to build a series of videos for it. Oh, that's vomiting. CXAI vomited at the open. So, yeah, there's nothing moving. I'm getting something moving up. I'm pulling back down. So it's a choppy day, guys. So just be patient. It's not worth trying to take a trade when there's no trades to take. Just putting that out there. It's better to have a zero trade. One thing I've been very conscious of this last couple of days, last week in particular, is on the small account, is not trading when the setups aren't absolutely spot on. So if there's no setup, don't trade. I mean, just look at the scanners. There's nothing on the scanners. We're 5 minutes in and there's nothing on the scanners. That speaks volumes. Trust me, the scanners aren't broken. Oh no, that's a different channel. That one, 21st Century Navigator. That's something reserved for the hub, not for YouTube. You don't want to get me demonetized. NanoX imaging. That's moving up. 9K yesterday, flip jug. Not been doing the trade recaps the same of like, I need to get back. I've just been lazy. There's no excuse. I've just been lazy. I've just not been doing the recording the recaps. It's kind of a lot of work at 9 p.m. Yeah, no leverage on that either, so no, can't trade that on a small account. I don't like the spreads on this. Much as 20 cents. There are 5 cents at the moment, but there were 20 cents a couple of seconds ago. So just be careful with the spreads on this. This is Ocean Biomedical. Spreads are quite rangy. Yeah, no, there's just no it's just no leverage, full stop. So I'm not trading the small account if there's no leverage on a stock. I'm not trading the stock on the small account if there's no leverage when it's $18. I've only got $1,000 to play with. No point. No, I've got leverage on this one. I can trade this one. Need an entry. I'm going to put it back. Good entry would have been 535 there. 530 breakout. Spreads on this penny, 2 pence, 2. It's the only thing moving right now. SoFi, I'm not too big on SoFi because SoFi is yeah, I know, Flip Jug. It's a risk management thing on their point. The levels of margin that you're allowed that you get with depending on the stock, it varies from stock to stock. Most brokers are at it now as well, so they'll give you margin on some stock, but they won't on others, depending on how risky the stock is. It's like, for example, on Top Financial, you have to have a 250% margin position. So for every $10 of let's say it's a $10 stock, for every share you need $25 to trade a $10 stock. Makes no sense. Like, it makes perfect sense, but it's just, yeah, well, it's the same thing. So yeah, but the top to like a $14 stock, it was like a $200 stock a couple of weeks ago. It's what they view as a high risk, high volatile, high risk stock. They reduce the leverage that you can take with it. It's basically so that they don't get left holding the can. Particularly when it's spready. And then NOX was spready then. It was like 20-cent spreads on it. Salesforce got earnings tonight, by the way. I'll probably watch that. PayPal's up 62.9. Testing $63. Let's have a look at SoFi in a minute. Let's see if we can get something on this one. Nvidia breaking highs, back out, it's testing $400 again. What's the spreads on this? 20-cent spreads. I don't really want to be taking that. It's a lot to risk. 40-cent range, 20-cent spreads. Can't really afford to risk that with 500 shares. How am I going on the main account today? I'm currently 75 bucks up. Alistair, so I'll take a look at Palantir. Palantir, it's selling off hard, so pulling back after a couple of really good days. Quite thickly traded actually on the level 2. All right. Nvidia pulling back to the VWAP. Yeah, we're just not a huge amount of movement at the moment, guys. Not clean movement at least. And that's a big thing. Like, something can move up, but if it's choppy and it's not clean, I mean, look at all the wicks on CXR. Yeah, it's moving upwards, but it's very choppy. The range is wide. I mean, we're talking like 15-20 cents on the range on the spreads. The range is 40 cents. Well, currently like in and around 40 cents. So you've got to manage your risk, and trade selection is a risk management technique. Just wicks all over. It's very choppy. Just wait for the right setups. Look, be patient. It will come. If you wait 10, all right, we've waited 15 minutes for a decent setup and there's nothing materialized yet. What's my scanners doing here? I mean, no, I've not got any kind of harsh filters. It's just there's nothing to trade. So having your scanners set and being disciplined around where your scanners are is going to be force you to be disciplined around your trade selection. Because if there's nothing on the scanners, if you actually go and start looking for things to trade that are not hitting your scanners, then that's on you. So I'm looking at the real-time scanner, and NNOX is pretty much, it's kind of static around 18. CXAI looking like it might break out in the next couple of minutes. Look at the range on that, it's 30 cents. 30-cent range, sorry, spread, 30-cent spread. It's only 39-cent range, so there's too much risk there to take. So if you want your range, your ATR, you want your ATR to cover your spreads by at least 2x, and it's not doing on this particular stock. So probably a little bit too risky. Now it's just broke the high of day though. Session high, not the pre-market high. It's too risky to trade on my small account for sure. Back over 1150, we might be in business. It's just choppy. I'm trying to force myself to take a trade, and it's not right. It's moving up, but it's just not clean. So probably best not to force it. In fact, C3AI is much cleaner, but still not right. So who was talking about SoFi earlier? Because SoFi hit the scanners. So Nvidia's green on the day now, as is the NASDAQ that it's pulling. NASDAQ following Nvidia, 402s, back over 400, and it's up at 402s. No trade day for me as well, Calvus. It's just, look, be patient, guys. When something moves, it'll move. Let the trades come to you. There is absolutely no point taking a trade just for the trade's sake. Let me just tell you that. The markets are red again, so Nvidia just gone red. So let's have a look at the S&P 500. It's S&P 500 just very choppy sideways, not going anywhere, not doing anything. Dow Jones Industrial Average, again very choppy sideways. Russell Index, that's actually selling off. It's broke the pre-market lows, so that's breaking new lows. NASDAQ 100 trying to break highs. It tested that pre-market high. It broke above it, but then rejected. So will it go green later? I'm sure it will. I'm sure the markets will all be green later, but we have a little way to go. I think we're just doing a lot of consolidation. It's choppy today, guys. Salesforce moving up, 220s. So Heartbeam had a good catalyst yesterday, good move up, and then pre-market and sold off at the open. Needs to get above that green, yesterday's closing price, the red green line. Yeah, just a case of wait it out now, guys. Qualio. If you've not taken any trades, congratulations, you've been disciplined. Momentum trading, when there's no momentum, is a recipe for disaster. Even LL Flooring, it kind of did nothing. Just popped up and then sideways. Apple breaking highs. So tech stocks moving up. AMD up there as well. It's red on the day at the moment, but it's moving upwards. Just gone green on the day, so T-stamp, yeah. Novavax, currently 7% up on the day. Not really got much momentum. Yeah, it's going to be one of those days, I think. Patience is going to be absolutely key. Yeah, a lot of these charts are just horrible charts to look at. So guys, what are you trading? What are you watching? I mean, the biggest mover right now is PRSO, but it's down there at $1, which I just won't trade at this level. So that's the biggest mover, percentage-wise. All the big tech are moving. Microsoft breaking highs. So it's a good. Looks like it's going to be a good day for the NASDAQ. Well, it's 3 cents. It's only cost you 3 cents all day. I hope you weren't in big with it. Snowflake breaking highs as well. So I think the momentum is with the mid and high caps today. Again. Chindata Group. Yeah. HP had poor earnings. Whereas that surprised me. After hours yesterday, I had bad earnings, so it's down on the day, but it might be looking to bounce. They've fallen a long way of HP. So HP, when I worked for Dell, HP were Dell's biggest competitors. In fact, I think HP were the market leader at the time in that space, enterprise computing, and they've fallen far away from the top of the leaderboard now. Well, you're braver than me. The setups have not been great. I'm looking for $100 on the small account today. So 7 cents on the average true range. So I'm on the small account right now. I'm looking at SoFi. So let's see if I can't get 10 cents. Probably not, but that's what I'm looking for. The range, the volatility on SoFi isn't great. It's moving up, but the volatility is not great. So if we can get 10 cents, if we can get 5 cents, I'll take half off. $25. 35. Yeah, grinding. That's the thing. It's most stocks today. There's no clean moves at the moment. Not yet, at least. Yeah, so NNOX broke 19. It's got up to like 1940 now. The big move here was kind of the break of this here. Bounce on the $0.50. Well, today's not one of those days to be going in heavy with anything. I think not unless you're short. It might be a day for shorting. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can find some easy to borrow stocks that are looking weak. I'm giving this 5 cents. Yeah, there you go. It got 6 cents, but I gave it 5. So yeah, just not volatile enough. Yeah, it's not got enough volume. Data group. Yeah, no volume on that one either. Greedo. Trying to go green on the day. I do a red to green. I'm going to get a bounce. No volume. Yeah, I think that's going to be the story of today, I think. Yeah, very choppy day, guys. Yeah, NNOX got a bit of volume coming in, but spread's 8 cents right now. Yeah, that's okay. 10 cents. $0.12. Yeah, the spreads are getting a bit rangy, so just be careful with the spreads. Right now, it really isn't worth taking a trade unless it's going to go your way. Very choppy out there, guys. So just be careful. Just manage your risk. If it doesn't feel like it's going to go your way, just put it for a small loss, like you just saw me do. You can always make that back if you're patient enough and you get the right trade. Making a couple of losses is not a big deal. You're going to just remember you're going to be wrong at least half the time. Or a third of the time in my case. You can't be wrong all the time. You can't be right all the time. It'd be nice to be right all the time, but I guess that's just not possible. Riot. How choppy is that? I've got to say, the price action on the majority of charts is so choppy at the moment. Hadi, that should be everyone's personal goal, is 100%. Protect your equity. If you're making profits, great, but protect your equity. As you're learning, until you become consistently profitable, the goal is to stay afloat. The analogy I like to use is like, you know, it's like learning to swim. The first thing is that you want to do is stay afloat. You don't have to be doing lengths of the pool as soon as you jump in. The first thing you want to do is learn to stay afloat and not sink. And once you learn how to stay afloat, once you learn how to tread water, then you can start angling that treading water and you maybe get a width or two in. And then once you get comfortable doing the widths and you're consistently without swallowing water, then you can start looking at length. So think of trading like learning to swim. Stay afloat first, that's the priority. And throughout the time that you're doing it, you still have to stay afloat. How do I feel about PayPal today? Yeah, you can be wrong all the time. Absolutely top. Oh, right, okay. That's funny. Did that tickle me, did that? SoFi right now. Well, I just got out of SoFi, so... oh, PayPal, wasn't it? PayPal. Oh, but yeah, SoFi bouncing on the VWAP. Yeah, but I'm not doing that. PayPal. How do I feel about PayPal today? Up at 60s. Well, it's choppy like the rest of the market. Whilst it's green on the day, it's had that nice little move at the open, or just after the open, but it's very choppy at the moment. Below the VWAP. Well, it's above and below the VWAP, so it's just choppy sideways, like a lot of stocks are today. So just take it easy and be patient. I want to look at Intel. Why do I want to look at Intel? What's going on with Intel? Well, Intel's pulling back. Very choppy move up. It moved up, but it was very choppy. Look at that. It's the way it's moved up. Not exactly clean. It's every other candle is a pullback candle, which is a lot of down, which show it's choppy. So now it's pulling back. So going to break out on CX app. This could be interesting. What's the spreads like now? 30-40 cents. So spreads on this is huge. Just bear that in mind. Yeah. So the spread's still not covering the range. Still isn't covering the spreads. Not really. I'll take a small position. I'm only taking a small position because it's high risk. And Nvidia's not turning anyway. It's got the pyramid structure right there now, so look at that. That's just like 30 cents on the spreads. $0.42 on the range, 30 cents on the spread. So straight away, if you put that together, the risk is as much as wow, 50, 60 cents straight away. Currently 20 cents on the spreads. Do we get a breakout? Do we get a chance to scale into this for a move up to 13? Not so sure. Moved up to over 14 at the depth yesterday at the close, well, after hours. As a lot of these AI stocks did move. Yeah, I'm glad I only took a small position on this. It just doesn't seem a bit too risky. This could go to the moon, but it's just too choppy. I'll just take the hit. Green's green. Shopify, not great. AMD not looking great either. Nvidia not looking great. Yeah. Right, let's have a look at the biggest losers. Maybe we're approaching this wrong today. Even the losers aren't great in terms of the volatility. Yeah, it's nothing really jumping out saying short me there either. So yeah, guys, it's one of those days. If you're not green, probably best take advantage of the good weather and go and have a barbecue or something. Let's have a look at the overall market. I mean, there's blood in the water, that's for sure. A lot of red across the board. I'm glad I sold my triple Qs. I was kind of kicking myself because I sold my triple Qs on Friday before the close, and my T triple Qs, that is. Yesterday I was getting FOMO because of the way it was moving up, and although I missed the move yesterday, I'm glad I'm not still in it today. There's data dropping in half an hour. On which stock, Farid? Which market? Which stock? What data are we talking about? That's up at the hold level. Suncar. It's not great volume though. It's like less than 300,000 people traded this today. A bit of volume coming in now, but it's still not great volume. Google breaking highs. Yeah, I can't trade that. $24.30 is the whole level. Yeah, I can't trade that. It doesn't look reliable. Let's have a look at Google breaking highs. Gone green on the day. Well, guys, it's one of those days. It's a bit of a. It's not often you see me with on my main account at least with a balance or positive or negative less than $100. So it speaks a lot for the market conditions. I mean, just look at the scanners, guys. I mean, just look at the scanners. There's like next to nothing on there. And it's a terrible day for trading, guys. Terrible day for trading. I think I'll stick at it for another 15 minutes, and then if there's nothing happening, I'll take the dog for a walk and come back in an hour or two, see what happens then. Right now, I'm just not feeling it. The market is so choppy. I'd rather just stay off it. Yeah. This might be a wait for power hour type day. Yeah, go and have a barbecue. Get the sun hat on, get the sun hat on, put the shades on, go for a walk. It's you don't want to be trading in conditions like this. It's not conducive to profitability. It really isn't, guys. You're going to find yourself with in a bit of hot water. Yeah, hit that thumbs up button, guys. Yeah, but it's not though, is it? CXAI, it's very choppy. It broke those levels where I got off. So I got out here because it's very choppy. It's now up at, it's moved 60 cents. But the spreads, yeah, the spreads have narrowed a bit, I guess. The range is still 40. Right, okay. Well, we'll get a continuation here. Let's take a position. Looks like we're getting a bit of a cleaner move now. Now that we've brought the pre-market highs, let's see, what can we get here, if anything? Nice. CX app. I mean, this is one that does have history. This was went up to $28 there, but over $20 there back in April. Well, see, with these fills, I'm just not getting clean fills. So between the spreads, which are kind of rangy, over 1340, and we're golden. It just jumps from level to big gaps in the levels. From like 1309 to 1324 in like the heartbeat on the ask. Doesn't take the bid with it though. That's the disappointing thing. Let's see. Should get a breakout here. It's a nice little flag set up for a breakout. Lock in $600. I'm gonna get the rest out if I can. There we go. Devil horns. We may get a breakout here, but look, 1400, but $1,500 on the day. That's not bad. It's just so choppy. I mean, what kind of risk are you prepared to take with it? I'll get in again. A break of the heart at $0.75. I'm a degenerate. That's what I am with this. I'm looking for the break of $14 here. This is not one to trade. It's so choppy. The big range, there's opportunity, but it's just, I just don't trust it. I've got a cushion on it anyway, so. If I get over 14, I can start scaling it. There's 14 on the ask. Want 14 on the bid. You don't want to be getting rejected there. We've got support there at 1280. How rangy is this? Like I said, I didn't trust it, but get over 14 and hold. I'll start scaling in at that stage, but up until then, I'm only risking down to $13. I just don't like this one at all. Not feeling it in my waters. Sometimes you just don't feel it. If you don't feel it, don't trade it. Your instincts, you'll be surprised how right your instincts are, guys. Can it hold over 14? Not sure. Got rejected at 14.20 before. 14.22 is the high of day. CXR, just don't trust this at all. Only 10 cents down on the ask, but 20 on the bid. Going back a little bit here. How did we get support last time for 12.80? Yeah, but probably not good market conditions to try and trade, guys. It's just one of those days, I guess. This is the second biggest mover. We've got SDA, which I looked at earlier, which I'm just gonna get out of this if it pulls back any further. $0.25, my little line in the sand. There we go. Still profitable on it. Suncar Technology halted. So we looked at this. So this is the one that's moving up. So Suncar Technology. Let's see what happens here. We've got a bit of volatility here. So this has moved up nicely today. 56% on the day. Not great volume. It's not great volume at all. Just be careful. This is due to resume in a little over a minute, so we'll just stick onto this. We might be able to catch a little bit of a move. It's looking at resumption at 31.24, so quite a substantial, like 75% gap up. Not the best day for trading, to be honest. But if you're green, the whole point is stay green. So this should resume at 10:25 and 42 seconds. So in about 30 seconds time. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button, guys. Is there anything else that you are looking at right now? Anything else that you think Xela might be okay for a small account, provided I don't get it caught in a flush, like I did last time I traded it on the small account? I'll have a look at that in a moment, after this resumption in a couple of seconds. Assuming it's a 5-minute halt, that is. There you go. $34.86 is the halt level up. Are you going to come back and get me? Yes, come back and got me. That's a big flush down. Range on this, $2 on the range. Average true range, $2. Can I get a fill? Partial fill. Come on. Marked it out. Oh, that was a bit annoying. Didn't get a fill up at the top there. There we go, market out there. I'll take that. Nice, 4 grand, happy days. This is a beast, absolutely. Oh, look at that. Look at that, into a downwards halt. There you go. I'm not saying I'm the best that there is. I'm not saying that I'm the best trader doing live trading here on this platform, but I must be top 3. I must be top 3. Oh. Yeah, so we're not at goal yet, granted, but we did well to get out of that. As soon as I didn't get a full fill, I thought I'm going to mark it out for the rest, which is what I did. I had a limit order at the top, and that's why I didn't get a full fill, so only a partial fill, but I marketed out the rest. Market order, that is. Okay, let's have a look at the small account. Exhaler I saw was moving up. Resumption time, that you take the halt time and add 5 minutes to it there, Robert, when you're in a halt. If it lasts longer than 5 minutes, you add another 5 minutes. Because sometimes they're 10-minute halts or 15-minute halts or blocks of 5. So I'll take a position. Looking for the move up. See if we can't test the $0.50 here. $0.04 spreads, we're caught between them. Range on this is 6. I'm going to put a 10-cent stop in place, which is the bottom of that candle. Put a 10-cent trailing stop on that. There we go. We've now got a free trade. Well, it's not free because of the cost of the trade as well, but I've got a 10-cent trailing stop in place, so anything after this is gravy. 20 cents would be nice. That would be a home run in the first trade of the day. We can get over the $0.50. No, it's pulling back. I figured it might find some resistance up at the $0.50. We'll go again. When I last traded this on the small account, it blew up the account. If you recall, the very first default start we had, because it went into a halt to the upside and then gapped down like 40 cents or whatever it was. And blew up the account. I only had $500 at the time to trade with. I took leverage. Not a good idea. That's not what I'm looking for. I'll get rid of that. Take half off and then put that 10-cent trailing stop back in place. So I'm just locking half of it in. And anything else is gravy now. So it's a profitable trade. We've got 20 cents so far. This is the small account challenge. We started the small account today with $994.89. So we're looking for a $100 net. So we're now $40. So we got made $70 on that trade. We're now $40 in the green. So we need another $50. Oh, yeah, another $60 today to get to goal on the small account. Let this pull back. It's breaking lows now. Let's have a look at SDA. So the range on this is huge, like $2.50 on the range. So it's resumed its from its halt to the downside. Oh, back over 31, it might be interesting. Don't go in big size with it though, like I did. I didn't go in big size, but I mean, it's relative. Share size is relative to the range that it's trading in. If you take what's the spreads on this now? Like 40-cent spreads. If you take 1,000 shares, you're risking 400. You're down 400 before there's even any movement on the price action. If you then take into fact that it's a $2 over $2 on the range, but let's say $2. And you've taken 1,000 shares, realistically, you've got to risk $2,000 on it. I ain't gonna bounce on the VWAP. I'm gonna knock it on the head. Actually, I'm gonna close the session. We're up on we're green on both. We're not goalie on either of them as yet. We're green on both accounts, but I'm gonna knock it on the head, and I'll do a recap later. I've not been doing the recaps, but I'm gonna knock it on the head, get some sunshine, take the dog for a walk. I'll be back at it tomorrow, an hour before the market opens. If you want to join us in the Day Trade with Tony community, there's two ways to get into the Discord. That's either subscribing on YouTube to one of the top subscriber packages, or joining the actual Day Trade with Tony education platform, the learning management system that with Teachable. And with that, of course, you get access to, with the Teachable, with the Day Trade with Tony, you get access to my complete library of education. You get mentorship from myself, as well as the access to the Discord as well. So check that out. You want to know where that is? It's in the description. The first link in the description. It's in my link tree. If you're on TikTok, go to my link tree in my profile. It's the first link in the link tree. If you want to reach out to me, if you've got any questions, if you want to reach out to me, and all my socials, all my email and everything else is on the in the link tree. So if you're watching on YouTube, the link that there's it's up there. Oh, wrong side. It's up there. You can see that up there on YouTube and Twitch and Rumble and everywhere else. The link that's listed up there, just type that into your browser and it'll bring you to the link tree. And if you're on TikTok, it's just go to my profile. You'll see the link tree there and click it. It'll take you through. Benzinga is the scanners that I've been using. We're seeing a lot more action on Benzinga now. As you can see, there's a lot more coming through. A little bit later in the day, we're getting a bit of volume, getting a bit of movement. So Yeah, by all means, check out Benzinga as well. You can try it for free for 14 days. And if you enjoy it, use my discount code, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. An hour before the market opens, we'll be doing it again for the last hour of pre-market, and hopefully a little bit more volatility than we've had today. So I'll be doing it again tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Take it easy, guys.